This is a booktube video. I'll show you my new book. This is called Washington Square by Henry James. Now, I did read another James book. It's called The American. I really didn't care for it. It was about a American man and like this British woman, an aristocrat. But it was a love story. It didn't work out. I also have Portrait of a Lady in the Closet by Henry James, but I'm not sure about it yet. It's really big. This one I started reading last night. Edith Wharton, The Age of Innocence. And this seems to be about New York girls in the 70s. There's opera houses. It's like portrayed like with all these opera houses, so that's kind of cool. Like, I guess they're Italian, New York stuff. This same author, Edith Wharton. This is Ethan Frome. I heard about this book from another booktuber called Hannah's Books, I think. And she didn't like it when she first read it, but now she loves it. And I also love it. It's about a woman who's sick. This is like in 1900s, early. They were still in carriages. And she was sick and getting like pills in the nails. Running around the doctors, same crap. Okay, I just found this book in the little library downtown. My Secret Life. It says it's an erotic dream. Victorian London by Anonymous. So this is my very, very first Anonymous book, and it's thick. I haven't even opened it. Just found this one in Kingston in the Jewish neighborhood, Golden Pharaoh. It says it's a monumental epic of war, savagery, love, heroism in ancient lands. Still working through Walden. Henry David Thoreau, who also, along with many monks and other like spiritual people, recommend taking like a time of poverty in your life and just seeing how the other side lives. And nobody can do that better than the cricket. Same author as before, Edith Wharton, The House of Mirth. I think this one was about fashion. I'm knee deep in all these books. This one says House of Mirth is a tragedy. The back says House of Mirth stands as the work that first established Edith Wharton's eminent literary reputation, honored as her acerbic style, and discovered her defining subject, the fashionable New York society in which she had been raised and which held the power to debase both people and ideals. It's a devastatingly accurate and finely wrought novel. The heroine is Lily Bart, a poor relation of a wealthy woman. Lily is beautiful, intelligent, and hopelessly addicted to the pleasures of the moneyed world of luxury and grace. But ironically, it is her delicacy of taste and moral sensibility that render her just unfit for survival in the world against helpless vulgarity and greed. That the form the true foundation of glittering social edifice, brilliantly portrayed both human frailty and nobility in a bitter attack on false social values. The House of Mirth has been hailed by somebody as uniquely authentic among American novels of manners. Okay, so I started reading this one the other day at Joyce Court. This one, I love Clive Cussler. Like, all the people in all the veterans are reading him. Like, the first book I read by him, I still have it over there, Pacific Vortex. I enjoyed it. It's action-packed. Like, I couldn't stop. Like, 6 hours, still going. Like, I found it a little blasphemous, like, towards what is legal without being court-martialed. Like, so I felt like if this dude was a veteran, which I think he is, he might be, like, strumming up bullshit to get people in trouble. But if they did, I don't know. I felt like what he did was not ethical in that one book. But this book, okay, this will be the second book that I read for him. It's called, the first line, okay, is the barbarian encampment was enormous. And it was a great city that moved from place to place at the whim of its unquestioned ruler, the High King. And it says it's taking place in Pannonia in 453 CE. So I got a couple chapters in at Court the other day, and it was good because the barbarians are still in Kingston. I'm still trying to get through E.M. Forster. This one says it's a masterpiece. Edwardian England. Characters inhabit a charming old country house in Hertfordshire called Howard's End. It's a cozy house, becomes the object of an inheritance dispute between the upright conservative Wilcox family and Schlegg sisters, Helen and Margaret, sensitive and intuitive women loved by men willing to leap wide social barriers to fulfill their ardor. Romantic entanglements, disappearing wills, sudden tragedy. Like, I know that I've been crying because Jane Austen July I participated in, and it is still July and I'm not done with it, but it like definitely invoked some very serious feelings, because like the first line of Jane Austen, I read Northanger Abbey. That's what I'm still reading. Northanger Abbey. And like the first page talks about these daughters, and they have a dad, and it said that these daughters, these girls had a dad who wasn't accustomed to locking his daughters up. You know, and that really struck, like, I don't know, I was crying because, like, my dad did lock me up. He was locking me up, locking me out. Like, he's just a lunatic, you know what I'm saying? But it made me realize that there are people who were raised on love and raised, you know, way differently than the Americans, I think, have been raised among the barbarians. The Jewish people, I don't know, but thank God. There's another book by Edith Wharton, Summer. This book also, you know, you read them and then you get triggered, and then you have to like put it down because you got triggered. Like, these books are triggering, and the librarians are cunt. Okay, because they're probably true, and she has them in the wrong section. She's, I don't know. they certainly trigger, like, they're true. Anyway, this one is about these people that are up on a mountain, and they are, I don't know if I underlined it. Okay. Okay, it's about these people on a mountain, and they're really, really bad people, and they're like squatters, okay, and they don't obey any of the laws of the land. They're just up there doing their own thing, and there's so many of them that nobody goes up. The priests don't go up. The coroners don't even go up. They just, it's just like anarchy on this mountain, and a lawyer rescues a girl from the mountain and brought her down. And the beginning of this book, he's telling her that, hey, we just brought you out of a bad place. Even if you didn't know, because that's all you knew up there was that, and now we're ripping you out of there and bringing you down, and it's different down here, and it's so triggering. So the last one, no, we got two more. We got James Fenimore Cooper, The Pioneers. I keep reading this because this takes place on the Susquehanna River, and I live on the Susquehanna River here. So it was about hunters on this judge's land, and the deer had 2 shots in it, and they were trying to figure out whose meat it was. Or, like, they're fighting over meat. I don't know how it works out because I fall asleep, because I am interested. This is not triggering. This hasn't triggered me. I just. Okay. And Hunger Games. It's triggering, and because it's like, if you were on that mountain, I felt like you had to run for your life. Like I wasn't up. Like. Okay, I've never seen the movie. I did read some of the book, and I like to read the book first because the book really is better. Movies, are never as good. So I've been putting off the movie, and I want to see the movie, so I really need to get the book. All right.